Hey, what's going on, guys? PvP and Chili here, and we're going to talk about two things in this video. One, we're going to talk about the T80U, which is going to be the first thing we'll talk about, and the second, an ARB update that just recently came out. So, let's talk about the T80U. It looks like a monster. She's sexy, she's mean, she's clean, she's Russian. Who doesn't like a Russian girl? The T80U is an improved version of the legendary Soviet T80 main battle tank, featuring a more powerful engine, increased mobility, and improved protection. Being introduced to War Thunder as part of Update 1.87, the T80U will be the first vehicle awaiting Soviet tankers at the brand new 7th rank, coming to ground forces in the next major update. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to keep doing that for the whole video. I really hope you enjoy it, though. In War Thunder, the T80U will be among the first vehicles awaiting tankers at the brand new 7th rank, coming to the Soviet ground forces territory with Update 1.87. Unlike the T80B, which is already familiar to some tankers, the T80U features greatly improved protection over its predecessors. Also, received minor improvements to its firepower compared to the earlier versions. Compared to the earlier versions of the T80, the T80U features a new turret and improved cellular type of composite armor, being used in both its turret and hull. Apart from that, the T80U is fitted with an integrated second-generation Soviet ERA called Contact 5. Unlike the preceding ERA, Contact 5 is not just effective against chemical rounds, but also against kinetic ones as well. As a result, the T80U becomes quite tough nut to crack. I need a moment to breathe. Whew, it looks bad. That looks so bad, dude. Oh my god. And by bad, I mean, I would cry if that rolled up on me right now. Like, I would actually crap my pants. I also think that's a 14.5mm machine gun. Or, really, like, an AT rifle? Or anti-tank machine gun. I don't know. It looks like a 14.5. It doesn't look like a regular dish guy, you know? I believe that's like a camera for it to be, like, mounted and stuff. Could be wrong. Or a viewing port. Or a light. I don't know. A light seems more likely than it to be a automated machine gun. Now that I think about it. And again, this is like a tank that came out in like the late 70s, early 90s. I say that because I don't actually know, so I put it in a really big gap where I could be right. As a result, the T80 becomes quite a tough nut to crack, even for some of the more modern shells in game. With Contact 5, the armor of the T80U is able to absorb up to 620mm of penetrating power from kinetic and up to 1000mm from chemical rounds. Now, what they're saying from this statement is we're getting the M1A1 Abrams. She's going to be sexy. She's going to have the 120mm Ryan Metal cannon. If the updated Abrams does not come this update, I will be disappointed because we all know damn well British tanks are not going to stand up to Russian, okay? We know damn well they're going to add, well, the M1A1 Abrams. There's no other tank in U.S. service as good as the M1A1 Abrams. Not to mention, the M1 can't pen more than 400 with its APF-SDS shells unless it gets an upgraded shell. And then if it does get an upgraded shell, we're still going to be rocking the Abrams. But from what they're saying in this, if the M1A1 Abrams does not come, I will be amazed. And highly disappointed, of course. But let's get back into it. However, it's worth noting that Contact 5 remains a type of reactive armor, meaning it's a single use only, and won't provide any additional protection once it's already been activated. Additionally, it has a much smaller overlap than Contact 1, resulting in more vulnerabilities. Now, what they mean by that is maybe 6 to 12 plates just right there. Maybe a plate there,
and maybe plates somewhere up here. But it's vulnerable here, basically. Like, yeah, sure, the ERA will protect up to a certain amount, but if we do get the M1A1 Abrams, and it does get its highest penetrating APFSDS shell, which I doubt it would get the highest one, but one strong enough to where it could go through this at the right angle. This thing is a paper tank to it. Not to mention, it looks like there's just a gap right there between the turret and the hull of flat armor, so you could just shoot right there and disable the turret drive right then. I mean, could be wrong. Let's see, where was I? Yes, already read that. As far as firepower is concerned, T80U continues to use the already familiar 2A46 M125mm smoothbore cannon found on several contemporary Soviet MBTs. As a result, the ammunition selection remains virtually the same as with the preceding T80B. An exception to this, however, is the new armor-piercing shells, an addition of the slower-moving but higher penetration 9M119 reflex ATGM to the T80U's arsenal. To counter the weight increases resulting from the additional armor fitted to the T80U, Soviet engineers decided to mount a slightly more powerful gas turbine engine to the vehicle, producing 1,250 horsepower. Powerful modern engine not only compensates for the increased weight of the tank, but also increases its mobility. And that's really it. That just says it arrives with a new update. Happy hunting. But with all that being said, actually that might actually be a 50 cal. I might have been wrong. But yeah, that's coming with a new update. I almost ended the video. We got one more thing to talk about real quick. But really that's really it. If you don't care about RB or ARB, go ahead, stop watching. But this is going to be quick. They took out the pilot injury effect. So if you get shot, your plane can actually still maneuver the same amount. You're just more likely to die if you get shot again. Did I say plane or pilot? If I said plane, I meant pilot. My bad. But basically, if you're not familiar with this, and you haven't played War Thunder in some time, the last update, they implemented effect. You know, that they wanted to mimic what would happen if your pilot actually got shot, but they did basically the opposite. So what they did was, when your pilot got shot, your plane was less responsive. If you're doing 800 kilometers in a dive, you'd never be able to pull out of that, even if you had gotten shot just once. If you were coming down from 15,000 meters and you were in a dive, doing 800, and you started pulling up at about maybe 4,000 meters, you were dead. Which, I don't know what you're doing at 15,000 meters. You are probably pretty bad at the game and being chased by the enemy team at that point. Also, your team's been wiped. Who knows? You know, who knows? But basically what it was, it didn't affect the pilot, more or less the entire plane itself. Which, granted, if your pilot gets shot, it's going to affect the entire plane. But what they could have done to better it is cone vision. Maybe see less around you, like when you are being affected by G-force and you're about to lose consciousness. Something similar to that. But you still be able to see enemy planes and stuff like that, etc. Just lessen the cone of vision. That's what I think. And I think that would be the best thing for them if they do that. But I'm just glad they took out that, because I can enjoy the game a little bit more. Even though the assist system isn't what it was, it's been fixed a bit. And I can thoroughly enjoy the game a little bit more now. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited for the T80U. I hope you guys are happy to know that ARB is still trash, but not as trash as it was. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Also, I hope you like that little skit.